The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. For Dalvin Cook, if the early part of the season is any indication, it might be a two-horse race between he and Christian McCaffrey for the rushing title in 2019. And the Vikings, they have not been shy about using him, and he's responded with a 100-yard game seemingly every week, including that Week 2 game against the Packers when he rushed for 154 yards. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Cousins now looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And this will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a run with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Diggs has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 36. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they got it with a 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw is Cousins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really worked hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way, and then go for the big finish.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Here we go, the first carry for the former Viking Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Keenum now to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando. They'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Keenum's throw going to be caught by Richardson. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
To Thompson on the draw. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check.
Here's Keenum. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first first at about the 21. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Less than 30 seconds to go on the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal range.
Yes.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The final shot before half for Keenum. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. They run again on first down. Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Keenum. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw. Keenum. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A give to Cook out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Keenum. And he finds the tight end, Reed. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Keenum. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this one complete to Reed. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Crunch time.
Keenum going for it on 4th. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Keenum going to come up now 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Not today, you are. Not today. Hold the look. Hold. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, go, Roger. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
36, 36.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 13. Check 13.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
52. Take 2. 52. 57 down. Stand down.
Keenum now to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing, Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. One last shot now for Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,